Hello, I am WillDog44, and today is my speed drawing of the Winter Dragon. Anyway, so this is the Winter Dragon. I already made this on a piece of paper, well, like in my sketchbook. I made it completely, finalized it. But then I was like, you know what? Since I just got my tablet, I could do it digitally. So then I just scanned it in, I put it in here, and then I just started doing the outline and some colors. Anyway, so how I became up to do this piece was it was between me and a friend. We were gonna make each other some dragon, almost a dinosaur there, dragon drawings, and I was gonna send one to her, she was gonna send one to me. So I made this one on the piece of paper, and I sent that to her, and I didn't get one back, and I'm still waiting for it. So yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you. You know who you are. I don't know if I'm allowed to say your name because I did not ask permission yet, so I won't say your name. Anyway, this is the Winter Dragon, and how became too inspired to draw this dragon was I was just looking around in my room thinking about what kind of dragon I want to do, like fire, ice, cold, something like earth, air, water, just thinking in my head, looking around, because that's what I do when I think. I just look around as I think inside my head. And then I glanced over at my ice dragon. It's my Lego Ice Dragon from Lego Ninjago. Yeah, if you don't know what that is, here we go. There's a picture up there for you. Anyway, so this is I was looking at it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a cold dragon, but it's gonna be the winter dragon. And I was looking at its body shape, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it like this, but I think I'm gonna put the arms a little bit more forward. So that's what I did, because the wings or whatever you want to call them, they're like right over top of the legs. So anyway, I just moved them up, and I was like, you know what? Lions have like this mane thing, has like the mane. So why don't I try to come up with something that's kind of like a mane? So I made that thing around his neck. You know that it's you can't really see it right now because coloring the toes. I mean fingers and the toes. Anyway, so yeah, I did that. The way the scales on the belly, it happened because I was just going really quickly drawing some scales, and that's just how it ended up. And I'm just like, you know what? I actually like that a lot. So you know what? Why don't I actually have it like that for the final product? So that's what I did, and it just stuck. I'm like, yes, I really do enjoy it. So anyway, yeah, and also when I was making this dragon, I even was like, well, it's gonna be part of like the snow, so I could do Canada dragon. And I was experimenting with like a beaver tail and some moose antlers, and I was just like, nah, I shouldn't do that because it just makes it look weird. I'm trying to cram too much stuff into it, and yeah. Well, anyway, so then I scrapped that idea and I just made it so that the jaw had some icicles for a beard, because that's kind of like one of the things I wanted to do as soon as I thought that it was gonna be like a winter dragon or ice or whatever. It's a winter dragon. Anyway, so I'm just yeah, and also like with the wings. The wings is a very interesting thing that I did. Is that I wanted to show the icicles on the knee, and I couldn't figure out a way of positioning this dragon in a way to show off that properly. And I just kept on doing something crazy like that. Just crazy. I was like, you know what? Why don't I just make it a lot easier and make the wings transparent? So I did that, and boom, it clicked. It was amazing. I thought it was a great design choice. It helped me a lot. So yeah. Anyway, also, what else can I talk about it? Hmm. Right, tail. The tail. The tail was interesting. I wanted to do something with some spikes on the tail, and so then I came up with the Stegosaurus tail, and I just plopped it on there, and then voila, I have that tail. The wings are transparent, as I said before, and also when I was doing the sketch, like you cannot tell like part where the leg and the wing, you couldn't tell anything what was going on in there. So it took me quite a while do the to do the line work around that area. It took me a long time trying to figure out, is this here and that's that. Okay, well this is that, so then I could try over this and that. It was just a lot of craziness. Yeah, and also after I done this, I was like, you know what? Maybe I could do more dragons that I can draw on here for YouTube for you guys to see. So that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. Well, no, that's what I am gonna do. So anyway, back to the winter dragon. Yes, and also wherever it's white, like white without the shading, I didn't even put white in there. So when I went to go do the background, it kind of messed me up a lot, and you'll see that in a bit. And it's like it was just crazy. I'll talk about that when we get to there. Right now, let's shade the toes, shall we? And oh yeah, in the shading, I decided to not do it as in like in my previous video with the wizard. I'd blend it in. So I wanted to kind of I wanted to make it more cartoony, so like solid colors besides solid colors. So and like have just the normal the normal what do you call it? The normal color that I use, like if the light was shining on it and there's no shadows, that. And then I just went in with a darker version of that color and just put it where the shadow would be, and boom, there we go. And yes, here's the background now. I did do a background on the paper, which is what I'm copying it off of. Yeah, see right there on the head. That right there, that's what I'm talking about. Is that I made the background and I didn't have the head with proper and right now I have to start erasing some of the stuff because I kind of filled in the background with the dragon completely white, and this layer and the dragon's layer is in front of the background, so I had to go in and start erasing some of the stuff there to make it feel better. I don't see anyone taking this shit, dude. Yeah, you can see there, you saw with the head for a split second there, same thing that I was talking about, is that the head had no color. So then I filled it up with, so then it would let the background in, and then I filled it up with white, and then this entire problem came about. And also, you can see there there's a little bit of white outline in this. I don't know how that happened, but it did, and I think that's just because of the I don't really know why, but it just happened, and I didn't like it. It was just really painful to fix. I just ran into a really huge mistake, and I just had to fix it. It took quite the long time. And that's so next time, whenever you're gonna be drawing with white, and then you make sure you fill it in with white and not everything around it with white, so then you don't have to go in and start erasing some stuff just so you can see the background, which was pretty painful for me, especially near the icicle beards, because right in there you have to go in through all those little cracks. It was just a nightmare. I was like, oh my gosh, when is this gonna end? Yeah. And then with the teeth, I had to put some white in there, you know, because I didn't want to have black teeth on black inside. Oh yeah, the teeth, I did have an upper jaw, but teeth on the upper jaw, but I didn't really like how it turned out when I was drawing it, so then I just kept it with just an underbite, and then I had it just with teeth on the bottom. So it was crazy. And here we have making the footprints of a human going into the cave. That is why the dragon is he's hunting this human, pretty much. And that's why he's like this. And he's like, oh hey little human, you in the cave, I'm coming for you. So yeah. I thought that was a nice, interesting sign. There's a little bit of story in this. So it's very interesting. And this is not during like it's not cloudy. I mean, it is cloudy. It has a whole bunch of snow clouds, and I'm gonna put the snow in there later, so don't worry about that. I just have to make sure that I fix everything first before I start doing it, because if I don't, well then it's just not gonna be so great. So here I am fixing. Oh, okay. There we go. Now we're on to the snowflakes, and of course the snowflakes going around everywhere, putting it on top. It's not going to be full of, well, it's not going to be filled with white wherever I put it, so then I have to go in and do it like that, so then it would seem more like snowflakes where it is where I wanted the snowflakes to be in front of something. If they're behind something like those two in the wing, I just leave them. And that's all. Thank you for listening, and subscribe.